Good morning, Vietnam. This drawing I made is to uh, depict the adventure of the consciousness, the last adventure of consciousness. Okay, the only one left. The only one left is for this consciousness that has been matured to be its form, to have a form, a conscious form. Okay. So here we can see that there is two components in this drawing, the point of view and the point of experience, the body, okay, that is offering us the experience itself, space, time, okay, through the five senses also we can contact the other reality, meet the others, consciousness, point of views through the bodies, okay, otherwise we are lost, okay. So this was needed, this separation between a point of view and point of experience, body and soul was needed. Otherwise, how the consciousness can grow? It cannot. It doesn't know what it is itself. How can it also manage to have its own form and everything? So this double polarities of the divine, of the big electron is needed. Okay, consciousness to grow, it needs something that offers it a way to deploy, to discover what it is itself. Okay, we can flip the story, guys. It works also. We can say that those bodies are trying to rise toward an individualized consciousness. Okay, those bodies are trying. Each time they try, and they are bored. They are bored of the morons. Okay, inside of them. So I cannot stand this moron. He killed me with boredom. Okay, and they let go. They go back to the matter of the earth, and they try again. Okay, the bodies will not say I am trapped. I am body trapped. Okay, they will not say that. Okay, they are honest. The consciousness making those bodies is very pragmatic. Okay, it does the stuff. It can or it can't. It will not invent stories. Okay, like from the other side we invent. We are soul trapped. Blah 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 blah. So the other side is very much honest. It's also raw. It's raw. It doesn't. Okay, if there is unconscious in it, okay, falsehood. It's not. It's because it didn't discover. Okay, but once it discovers, it becomes an automatism. Okay, so it's very honest, and I was thinking what the point of view offers to the body. It offers many stuffs, guys. Like when we from our point of view, we grow in consciousness. We kind of give an individualized discoveries, knowledge, because those bodies are much linked into the morphogenetic field of how they are made and everything, and the limitation, and they have to keep structure. They cannot also deal with the discoveries we have. So it's kind of mutual. You know, everybody's having some kind of a job. The crazy job of the body is organizing the form, trillions of cells, maintaining this body is mad. Okay, and we cannot do this. But in another hand, the body cannot do the adventure of discovering something like, I don't know, like Mandela effect, and integrated in the consciousness. The body itself is subject to Mandela effect. There is scientists now that they say that we change in the past also. Okay, French scientists said now our form can change in the past also, because the past is also can be changed, and the future is already created. And I told you all these stories. So the body itself, it cannot have an individualized or individuated understanding of this. The point of a view, that means you and me, how we perceive it, we can have this kind of stuff. So it's not true that like we are not. We are very useful in the kind of individualization, individuation, becoming a being very conscious. Okay, so this is why there is those two sides which I draw here. for you to see. The languages like they are limited. So what I'm talking, all these videos, the adventure of consciousness, the last one, which is this and that. I'm talking to explain it. It takes a lot of time, a lot of sentences. But to draw it like this, it's some kind of those paleo languages where people had concepts. Okay, big concepts expressed in one stuffs, big vibration of consciousness. So when I see this drawing myself, I feel the adventure of mind. Okay, the adventure of consciousness. Yeah, I feel all of this. So it summarizes what we are doing. Yeah, I said many times that all those spiritualities are aiming to live. That means that the dot you see in the middle, more or less, the point of the experience, is wanting to go up, to live the manifestation. Okay, to live the being. The being need a body to be seen by the others, to interact. But somehow they all want to live. It is half true, guys. It's half true because there is some spiritualities that work on this connection between body and mind. Okay, and for example, the people who practice martial arts are very much knowing that their consciousness is part of the game. Okay, if you want to be strong, you cannot only be body strong. When we talk about fighting, okay, you have to have the qualities, fighting spirit and everything, and work on your consciousness. So we have a whole culture of martial art which is very much linked to the consciousness, very much. Now this tradition continue even if there is not very much need to fight with your hand. Okay, because you train all this, and then somebody with a gun just, you know, from a distance, and you are dead. So it doesn't make sense. So you understand that there is some nourishment, some gaining for the being by working on his consciousness and body connection. Though it is true, the concept of martial arts. Okay, you see that there is somehow a well-being, discovery of the self. Okay, so for me is the same, just that I'm not that much into like a martial artist trying to break something or make my hands super hard on everything. I am past this level. I'm looking for something else. Okay, so an example is Shaolin monks. Those Shaolin monks are Buddhists. Okay, they are Buddhists. Zen, the Zen kind, Shan in the Chinese. Okay, so they are Buddhist people who believe that this is an illusion and nirvana is the stuff, but they still work on their bodies to do crazy stuff. Okay, so you can see here that they are not disconnected. I put you a video where there is a Shaolin monks standing on one finger. I think they are the only one who can do this one finger standing. It's you have to have body connection, consciousness body connection. There is many years of you know, of meditation and stuff, and work on the consciousness to achieve this in the physical realm, in the manifested body. Okay, so he stands on one finger. Okay, it's not just an athletic achievement. Okay, it's a consciousness achievement. Okay, it's not. You have to use your consciousness. There is in another kind of Buddhism, the Tibetan Buddhist. They work on the cold. So there is those monks. They go in the cold and they keep their body temperature in a sci-fi mode. Okay, you take anybody, you put him there. In a few minutes, he will be in hypothermia. He would be in deep shit. Okay, so the guys generate heat. Okay, their body temperature doesn't behave like a normal being, not trained being. But it's not just physical trained. They have spiritual positions of consciousness that allows them to do this kind of performance. That means staying in the cold, and their body temperature doesn't drop, but it rises. It even rises. So there is a whole documentary on those Buddhist monks in the Tibetan Buddhism, which is different than the other Buddhism. It's the Mahayana, and the more traditional is the Theravada Buddhism. In the Theravada Buddhism, in the roots Buddhism, the Buddha himself changed physically. The Buddha changed physically after enlightenment. Okay, so all those statues you see in south of Asia, it's the Buddha after his physical transformation. So they will depict his fingers all the same length. So his finger changed their length after enlightenment. His skin was golden in the old writings of the Buddhism. The Buddha was golden. He changed, physically changed. His hair changed. Okay, so you see this round stuff and everything. It is the hair of the Buddha after enlightenment. Okay, so there was many physical changing in the Buddha. And the story says that when he left people that know him, there were other spiritual beings, ascets, with him, 5. He left them to go alone, because he said, no, this is not, I'm in a dead end of asceticism and everything, dead road, it doesn't take me nowhere. He went alone, he discovered the enlightenment and stuff, and he come back. They didn't recognize him. They didn't recognize him because he changed physically. Okay, so even in this kind of spiritualities that we have, there is a work on the form, and stuff happen in the physical form. Okay, the monks after enlightenment, in the writing of the Buddhism, that the Theravada, the monks gained superpowers and different. Every monk had some kind of superpower of him, just like the X-Men. One can fly, one can do this and that. This is in Buddhism, so you really can do stuffs in the manifestation. Okay, so it's not true that it is just totally disconnected. But of course, behind the Buddhism, like I said, we have this belief system, locked belief system, that this is just samsara here. We are trapped, and we have to live into basically nirvana, into non-existence. Okay. Yet there is all what I said here. So it is crazy in a way. Okay. So we ourselves, the work is there. Okay. Aurobindo started, Sri Aurobindo, and the mother Mira Alfasa put this in the fabric of reality. Okay, so you imagine that there is always some resistance for some time, because there is such centuries of a structure of consciousness, and you put another level of consciousness, that something different is also possible. So there is a resistance. Okay, and now we are breaking the resistance. Okay, so this was an introduction to this new drawing that I made. I had the stuff a long time ago. I drew it with a pencil, and I said yesterday, okay, it's time to put it with the computer. So I made something a little bit clean. No measurement, nothing, guys. There is no. I didn't made any effort to make it really precise or golden ratio or any of those stuffs. Yeah, just to give the idea. When I see it, it makes me feel this vibe of discoveries, of deploying, of connecting the consciousness of the point of view with the consciousness of the point of experience, because I'm mature enough, and many of those illusions will fall, illusion in the mental body and the emotional body, and their equivalent in the body, because in the body what we call emotion is energy. Okay, and what we call mental is also something else in the body, organizing and everything. So there is equivalent. Your emotion are energy management of the body. Okay, and there is this Plateau cave, this stuff offered by the body, and we have to go through to really connect with the energies. Okay, so we go past of the old stuffs that were here for the experience.